This is Prepazan back again with more content in regards to the troubles that we're still facing here in this country and mainly here in Texas. Now, it's been almost a month since that Texas winter storm, and we still have so many Houstonians and Texans who are without water and who are without clean water. This is very disturbing and this is very upsetting. And I come to you today to prepare you so that you, in hopes that you will heed the warnings and see what's going on here. Because I do feel that all of a sudden Texas is a major target. It's a major target for these evil agendas that are being pushed upon us. Because what is happening here and what has just happened here is devastating. It's devastating to say the least. And the fact that these types of things are going to continue to occur. I mentioned in a previous video that when you have weather-related crisis, and I can't speak upon this, I've been in so many weather-related crises, it takes years to bounce back. That's if you're able to bounce back. Some people become permanently disabled financially, permanently disabled physically, permanently disabled mentally. You see how I was breaking down after that Texas winter storm. That's the kind of toll these types of weather-related crises can take upon your life. It will behoove you to get prepared and get prepared now if you're not. Every time you go to the grocery store, get your extra case of water, get your extra case of beans, an extra case of rice and Clorox and things to purify your water and to make sure you and your family don't go without. You saw the long lines. You see how bad and how nasty it is out here. It is terrible. I found some footage. Well, actually, it's always on our news of what's going on here. I know it has probably died down in your local area as far to what's going on and the effects of the Texas winter storm. You guys, it's the most upsetting thing I want to say that I've ever seen, but this whole situation from the time this pandemic occurred, it's been nothing but upsetting. From the kids being out of school to people losing their jobs, to so many people losing their lives to this virus, to how they just shut everybody's businesses down and didn't even give them money, probably gave them a little money, but not as much as what they were making before pre-pandemic. Everything has just been ongoing. And now with the weather, it's just devastating. I come to you because I have to give you a sense of urgency. You need to have a sense of urgency. If you don't have a lot of food, enough, at least 3 months, 3 months supply of food. I like to say more if you can. Or if you can't afford a 3 month supply of food, try to get you at least a month supply of food, a month supply of water. Try to order you some of those 55-gallon barrels. They have them on Amazon. I even have some on my website. I know a local distributor right here. But like I always tell you, it's not about getting any products from me. It's about preparing yourself. Or if you don't live by a body of water, and if you're planning on moving, try to find bodies of water that's safe in that area where the water won't flood into your community. These things are very important. I purposely found land and property that's surrounded by bodies of water because of what things like this, what we're going through here in Texas. So I'm going to show you guys the video, and I'm going to end this video hoping and begging you to please be prepared. You guys, it's as if they're trying to get us to live like these third world countries over here in America, where we don't have good running water and where we don't have a good, clean, healthy food. It's just time for us to go back to living how our ancestors lived, grow our own fruits and vegetables, and raise our own animals. And if you, eat meat a lot, I don't really eat a lot of meat, but I do eat it, but not a lot of it. You have your own animals where you can go and butcher them. And they're right there in your backyard, and you can raise them, and you knowing what you're feeding them. When we go to these grocery stores, we really don't know what we're getting. And unfortunately, it's so many people who are dependent on the government. This is just, I can't believe it. These people do not have our best interest at heart. In America, America is the only country where they are allowed to feed you anything. A lot of other countries, they ban a lot of products because it can affect their residents, their citizens. But over here in America, it's all about money. They are allowed to put anything on those grocery shelves. They're allowed to put anything into the mouths of your children, even when you're sending them to their schools. All right, so you guys enjoy. I don't want to say enjoy because there's nothing to enjoy, but listen to the content. Listen to this video that I'm about to show you guys and prepare yourselves. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. You can always go to zanharrold.com for some of your prepping needs. I don't have a lot of different things, but I do have some things where you can get started. I tell you in every video, you don't ever have to get anything from me. Just please make sure you get it. You get it. Until next time, keep surviving.
2 weeks after snow, ice, and crippling cold temperatures blanketed our state, some families still do not have running water.
And that includes people at an apartment complex out in West Houston. Our Michael Lepardi live on the scene tonight. Michael, families have got to be beyond frustrated at this point.
Dominique, one tenant that I spoke with said that going without water has been, in his words, a nightmare. The city is now keeping an eye on several locations in hopes of getting the issue fixed. More than 2 weeks after the winter freeze, some tenants at Villas del Paseo told me they're still having issues with their water.
The water has not been on since the first night of the freeze.
Crystal Williams is among them.
I take showers every day at Planet Fitness.
And Jimmy Ivory is in a similar situation.
The pipes burst during the freeze, okay? And after the power came back on, we got concerned because our water was still off.
Houston Public Works provided us with addresses for 7 apartments, including this complex, that have been without water since the storm and were still without water as of Friday afternoon. That information is based on calls to 311. The city says it's monitoring the buildings daily to make sure plumbers are on site and working to restore service.
Every morning you wake up, first thing come to your mind is, guess what? How can I get some water?
Another tenant invited us inside her apartment to show us the damage left from a broken pipe that has since been fixed, but she says still has a leak. We did see a plumbing company's truck parked at the complex. A man identified as the complex manager told me he's been working to get the service back online. And there was also bottled water in front of the office.
We hope that we have more help because it's helping a lot of families. There's a lot of kids out here.
And the city says that it's possible that there are other apartments beyond the addresses that they provided that are still without water, but maybe they don't know about it. So if you're in that situation and you don't have water, you could report that to 311. Reporting live, Michael Lepardi, KPRC 2 News.
Thank you.